Alright, good afternoon guys, welcome back to the channel. Of course, my name is Michael Jarrett and I'm a student of the Church Teachers College institution. So now today we have a small task to complete. We're going to disassemble and reassemble this computer system. So of course you can see we have our tools. We have a Phillips screwdriver, we have some thumbsticks as well as our peripherals such as the keyboard and our mouse. Now, first thing in order to disassemble our system is to, of course, safely remove all of the connectors. For example, the power connector, so we don't electrocute ourselves. Alright, now that our connectors are removed, we can now safely remove the covering. Now, the covering would have been secured by 2 screws. They were already removed, so we can go ahead and take this apart. Alright, now that the covering is taken apart, we can see all of the inside of the system unit. Of course, we have our uninterrupted power supply. This is the hard drive connected to the motherboard. We have the heat sink and of course the RAM. Now, we will carefully remove all of these connectors before we remove the motherboard. So we will safely remove all of the connectors. Place them to the side, out of the way of course. Remove the SATA cable, and this of course connects to the hard drive. And, now we have this from the power supply. We put them all to the side, so we have space to work. Alright, so as you can see, the system unit has a lot of space. It's very large, so we can safely add all the cables in this corner of the unit. Now we have our RAM, the random access memory. This is secured by 2 clips at each side. Remove those, safely remove. Very simple. Now let's place that to the side. Alright, now if you can see, our motherboard is secure in place by the help of 4 screws, which is where our screwdriver comes into play. Now we will safely remove all of these screws quickly. That's 1 screw, 4 to go. This is the second screw, already out. Third screw. As you can see, there is a screw in each corner of the motherboard so as to properly secure the board in place. Now we have only 2 screws to go before we are through assembling the system. And meanwhile we disassemble, you can see that where the motherboard is placed, we have the opening at the back. If you could take a look at the back here where you see the ports, this is so the motherboard is placed carefully so that all of these ports are exposed with the connection ports on the motherboard. Now let me find the final screw hidden over here and remove that screw. This small connector that we didn't bother to remove is a tiny speaker that we can of course remove. Very easy to remove and very easy to replace. Alright, now that all our screws are removed, this is what our motherboard looks like. Take a look. Of course, this is the heat sink. And this is our CMOS battery. This is responsible for ensuring that your computer keeps track of the time when it is powered off. Alright, so that is it for the disassembling of our computer system. Let me place this motherboard down so you can take a look at all the different devices and parts of the motherboard. Alright?